Hey, what's going on, people? Your boy, man, Mike, coming at you guys with yet another Atlanta Falcons video. You already know what to do, man. If you're new to the channel, man, go ahead and leave your comments and ask your questions. Ask your questions, leave them in the comment section, and I will make a video just like this. If I haven't answered it, I will make a video for you and just you alone. All right, so when it get down to it, man, your boy, man, Mike, has a question from BPassionTV. Make a video about turning Keanu Neal into a linebacker, keeping Kazee at free safety, then turning Cyprian. So Cyprian can then turn around and take over. Well, start with Keanu Neal. If you check this clip out really quick, with Thomas Dimitrov and his thoughts on the Atlanta Falcons second, safety position, you can check this out real quick.
Called me up on the board and wanted me to talk about safeties, and I was thinking, and that was his position too. I thought of all positions Scott Pioli gave me to evaluate at that time was the safeties, and I had to go against, someone like Bill and talk about evaluating them. Long story short, a lot of years involved in that, a lot of years really honing in on the safeties, which I enjoy evaluating, of course. Same thing, you get athletic safeties out there, you can interchange them. Like you had mentioned about the dime, there's a lot of that. We have to be versatile, we have to have numbers at corners and safeties, guys who can move. It's not just about the in-the-box safety, old in-the-box safety that just can nut up on people. That person will be isolated at times when they're trying to cover a tight end or a running back. So you have to be adept enough in coverage. So I believe making sure that you have good athletic safeties, again, with a good awareness about them, because they need to be smart. They have to be anticipatory, of course, and I think we're well on our way to having a group of guys like that, and we'll continue to always look in that area as well. Switching over to the offensive side.
All right, so when it comes down to it, man, Keanu Neal has the ability to not only be a linebacker, but to be a safety. He is an in-the-box safety, so the Falcons have in past seasons, when he was healthy, use him as a linebacker and a safety. You can blitz him. He can play tight ends, running backs out of the backfield. He does have that athleticism. But with those two injuries, the torn Achilles, the torn ACL, I have no idea if he's going to come back the same player. If he has that drive. All right, that takes a lot out of you mentally as a player when you had back-to-back, seasons where you're out for the year. Torn ACL and Achilles, that's going to play a huge mental factor for Keanu Neal. So I don't know if the Falcons are going to bring him back. I don't know how he's going to react, but can he play it? Absolutely. He can definitely be a linebacker for the Atlanta Falcons. And the Falcons play a lot of big nickel, where you have the safety acting as a linebacker, dime personnel, where they has you have 2-3 safeties, and at the time you can have these guys essentially being in the box a linebacker. He can cover tight ends, running backs out of the backfield. Keanu Neal definitely has that ability. So is it out of question that the Falcons can possibly try him out at linebacker? Absolutely. It's not out of question for the Atlanta Falcons to at least try to see what he can do at a different position. So I expect him to do that. As far as Damontae Kazee is concerned, man, this is something going to be controversial, and I got to say it right now. I have to say it right now. Damontae Kazee is a candidate to be traded. Yes, Damontae Kazee is a candidate to be traded. It is not out of the question that this could quite possibly happen. It's not out of question that it could definitely happen for the Atlanta Falcons. Will it happen? I sincerely doubt it, but it's not out of question. Why? Because Damontae Kazee is on the last year of his deal, and anytime you have players on the last year of their deal, there are teams that could quite possibly come in and try to give the Falcons, one of these deals where you just cannot ignore. You can't ignore a first rounder. You can't ignore a high second round or just a second round pick for a guy like Damontae Kazee, who I think is a starter for the Atlanta Falcons. But again, it's not out of the question that the Falcons, if they receive a player, if they draft a player in the draft that they see that is quite possibly, a star, then you could see Damontae Kazee lead. Even, if the Falcons receive a deal, like I said, if they receive a deal, it's just too good to be true. And the Falcons are definitely struggling right now to kind of find some extra cash. You could quite possibly see the Falcons kind of turn, things, pretty much turn things upside down as far as the fans are concerned, and trading a guy like Damontae Kazee away. You know what I'm saying? And like for money, like you're gonna have to pay this guy somewhere in the neighborhood of $30 million, because I truly believe that Damontae Kazee, given the right scheme, given the right team, he could definitely be a Pro Bowl safety. Not only for us, but other teams, if he's brought on the proper way, if he's taught the proper way, if he's schemed the proper way. Damontae Kazee definitely has the skill set to be a Pro Bowl safety. So when it all comes down to it, Jonathan Cyprien, I'm not sure. I don't think he will be back if he is still with the team. But there will be a safety because the Falcons are moving on, not only from guys like Cyprien, J.J. Wilcox. Those guys may not come back. You may not see Sherrod Neesman back with the Atlanta Falcons. The Falcons are going to, make some moves. They're going to make some moves. I told you guys earlier, late during the season, the Falcons are going to make some moves, and do not get used to seeing the exact same players. I told you that a long time ago, and this still holds well right now. I still hold to that. The Falcons are definitely going to move. They're going to make some changes. And look, man, it really isn't, popular decision. But when it comes down to it, man, Falcons got to do what they got to do. If they want to get back in playoff contention, they want to contend for a Super Bowl again and get back to the Super Bowl and this time win it, you got to do things differently. You can't continue to do the same exact things over and over again and expect a different result. The Falcons have to make moves. They have to, make improvement to the offensive line, the defensive line, and bring in some playmakers who can just make plays. The Falcons offensively haven't made a ton of plays that, explosive plays. They made plays, but they haven't made a ton of explosive plays on offense, defense. They get some players, you get some big plays here and there, but for the most part, only a couple of guys are making big time plays on the defensive side of the ball. So when it all comes down to it, man, I expect the Atlanta Falcons to see what they have in Keanu Neal. They will try him out at different positions. Damontae Kazee, I do not expect him to be traded, but do not think that it's out of the question that the Falcons cannot and will not trade Damontae Kazee, because if they get the right deal, if it's a first round, even if it's a second round, the Falcons have 3 second round picks. If they get a pick from trading Damontae Kazee, if that is, the Falcons would definitely take the chance on bringing in a guy who can not only play 2 safety positions, not only free safety but strong safety, because you have what's his name? Ricardo Allen. Jesus Christ, brain fart. Happened to the best of us. All right, but Ricardo Allen is a guy that the Atlanta Falcons hold in high regards. He's a leader. He's a locker room leader, and sometimes you need those guys around. You can kind of, keep guys like that around to kind of keep the house, in order. So when it all comes down to it, man, there are a lot of possibilities for this Atlanta Falcons in this offseason, man. I'm going to wait for free agency. I know a lot of people are upset with me, saying I'm not, putting a lot of draft stuff out, because I have no idea. We have no idea where the Atlanta Falcons are going to go at this current time. So when it comes down to it, man, I think we're going to get a clear understanding where the Atlanta Falcons are going when free agency hits, somewhere about 2 to 3 week range. There's going to be some changes, and that's when I will put out more draft content. But right now, I don't necessarily feel the need to put out draft content because right now it's strictly speculation. All right, we don't know where these guys are going to go. We don't know where they're going to fall. We just have to see, man. We just have to see. And like I said, I know a lot of people don't want to hear that. You know, it's frustrating as fans because we want football. We want to see the draft. We want to see the next upcoming stars. And, you know, thoughts on these stars. So when it all come down to it, man, continue to support your boy here at Mad Mike Sports. Atlanta Falcons football for your boy, man. Check it out. The cards up top. More content for you guys. But I'm gone, baby. Peace.
Perfect.